Educating potential voters is a top priority for leaders in Cameron County. The midterm election day is coming up in 2 months.
Channel 5's Carolina Cruz spoke with a woman who is teaming up with the county to raise awareness of how voting can make a difference. Carolina?
The Cameron County Elections Administrator Remy Garza says usually during a presidential election season, there's a 60% voter turnout, but during midterm elections, like the one we'll have in November, only a 40% voter turnout. He's looking to give both numbers a boost through community partnerships. A community of a few thousand with little resources.
It lacked completely the infrastructure. We didn't have streets, we didn't have street lights, we didn't have paving, we didn't have portable water or lights.
Lupita Sanchez calls Cameron Park home. The bare necessities didn't exist for decades. She changed her community by getting them involved.
So we started registering people to vote, increasing voter participation, and now Cameron Park has paved street lights, sidewalks.
Her community now has one of the highest voter turnout rates for the county. Elvia Alcala is bringing the momentum to surrounding cities.
Sometimes people will say, well, it doesn't impact me because I don't have kids, but they have grandchildren. So I tell them, you want to vote to make sure they'll get a proper education, and so there are enough resources in our community.
County's involvement is growing every election year. Election Administrator Remy Garza says his department updated their website to make registering easier for Spanish-speaking voters.
We had the voter information in Spanish, but it wasn't directly accessible, meaning that people had to click multiple times in order to get to the Spanish version. Now we've changed our website so they can immediately click on the Espanol in the corner, and it'll convert the entire website into Spanish.
There are over 204,000 registered voters in Cameron County, an all-time high for the area. Garza wants to reassure them.
A lot of people are concerned about how they can protect their vote during these elections. I say the easiest way to protect your vote is to use it. People have to understand that if you vote, nobody else can vote in your place.
Sanchez encourages all communities to get involved in this civic duty. She adds she's seen the power it has in bringing positive changes to neighborhoods, including her own. Remy Garza emphasized communication throughout the voting process. If you apply for a ballot by mail, check on when it'll arrive. If it never does, report it. The same communication applies at the polls. If you're confused, just ask. This will help ensure your vote gets counted. Live in the studio, Carolina Cruz, Channel 5 News at 6.
And here's a breakdown of some important general election dates. This is a Channel 5 News Extra. October 9th is the last day to register to vote. Early voting begins October 22nd and runs through November 2nd. The general election will take place Tuesday, November 6th. Count on Channel 5 News for your election coverage on air and online at krgv.com.